voice was being thrown? Was it coming? I just can't figure out where it's coming from. Okay. Hey, good morning. How are you? Hopefully you're doing great. We've got drier conditions. Now, as the blurb says, or as the headline says, we're just kind of easing into fall. This is the way we do it in South Central Texas. It usually doesn't come all at once. And I think we're going to stay like this for a while. So drier conditions, that means kind of cooler morning lows, but still very warm in the afternoon. Next several days, we'll have those seasonable temps. Our low temperatures are going to be close to where they should be for this time of the year. Our high temperatures will be just a little bit above average, and the weekend, I think you're going to like the weekend. It's going to be some nice mornings. Okay, so this cold front is not really going to send our temperatures down per se. It's really going to dry us out. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. Yesterday at this time, the cold frontal boundary was up in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Let me make sure that my mic's working. Was up around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and now it's pushed to the south. That blue, by the way, the blue contour is not temperatures. The blue contour is showing where the dew points are lower than average. And the yellows and oranges are areas where the dew points are higher than average. Of course, you can see around the state, now that that front is pushed through, almost the entire state now, dew points are lower than average. And I've got on here the dew point, 67. I mean, that's not all that dry. Like I said, we're just kind of just a little taste of dryness. Dallas-Fort Worth, 63. Now, where the real dry areas are is around Midland and up there around Amarillo and Oklahoma City with dew points in the 50s. Okay, temperatures this morning really wasn't all that much cooler. We did have a little breeze out there. Now we've got beautiful skies. Our low this morning was 74, which is 7 degrees above average. So yeah, not much of a cold front, right? Record low was 50, record high 105, and that is really hot for this time of the year. You're at the top level right there at 105. All right, here's what I'm expecting for the rest of the day. Mostly sunny conditions, really nice out there. High temperatures in the low 90s, around 91, which is a little bit above average. This evening, if you have anything planned, mostly clear skies and temperatures will be in the 80s. You know, we didn't pick up much rainfall. It really kind of a bust for the northern sections. Southern sections had some heavy downpours. You know, I was talking about how that would likely be the case, and that definitely was. Right now on the radar, which I'm recording this at 10:32 on Thursday, September 25th, in case you needed that. Down to the south, some showers, Tilden and Cotulla, Goliad. Let's take a look at how much rain fell over the last 24 hours. The airport was a goose egg. Most of the northern half, less than a tenth for most. Down south, though, that's where the heavier rain was, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches down south from, I skipped through there, from Karnes County over to Tilden. Let's take a look at Bexar County, picking up northern part of the county, 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch. I know at my house, I picked up 6/100ths, not much. Airport 0. Out around SeaWorld, west side, about 1/3 to about 4/10 of an inch. South side of town, hardly anything. And also the east part of town, hardly anything. And so really not good. And here's what's not good, is this weather pattern, I think. I just don't see much rainfall. I just really don't for the next 10 days to the next 14. I think it's going to be mainly dry. All right, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's 79, not bad. Hondo's at 80, lower 80s around Pleasanton. George West is coming in at around 77 degrees. Frontal boundary is continuing to push southward. Now pretty close to around Corpus Christi, just south of Eagle Pass, right around New Orleans, and a lot of thunderstorm activity out in the Gulf. western portions of the state. That's where the center of the high pressure is, and that will continue to nose in. And tonight's going to be a really nice day. Tomorrow's going to be a very nice day as well. So we've got that surface cold front that's pushed through at the same time in the mid and upper levels. We've got a trough across the eastern part of the country, so that gives us a northerly flow, and that is a sinking motion, and boy, that's why we're just clearing out very nicely. As we head into Saturday, the ridge is going to try to start building in. I think the weekend's going to be nice, but maybe a few more clouds. I still think Sunday is going to be a partly cloudy day. There's going to be a disturbance that's going to come out of the western part of the country, but too far to the north to help us out. Clouds may increase on Monday, but I'm going to leave rain chances out. And as we look at this is the European model. Yeah, by the way, weak ridge builds in for the rest of next week. That's very dry. Yeah, I just don't see many ways for us to pick up rain. So we'll just put it that way. I just don't see. So high temperatures today will be in the low 90s, around 91. We'll have lots of sunshine out there. Let's see, put that into motion. Yeah, about 91. Really nice. There we go. Back it up a little bit. Yeah, those are our highs for the day right there. Tomorrow morning, I'm thinking upper 60s, like 68, 69. Yeah, somewhere around there, which is close to where we should be for this time of the year. Okay, let's switch up. Tropics. Boy, it has been a quiet Gulf season. We've got Gabrielle, which is a Category 1 hurricane in the cold waters of the North Atlantic, going to die out here pretty soon. Umberto, tropical storm, will move off to the north and west, will likely just kind of follow Gabrielle. We've got a pretty good disturbance now that's close to Puerto Rico. This one may inch into the Gulf. It's possible. I'm thinking more like through the Bahamas and affecting the East Coast. We'll keep our eyes on that one. It may get into, but this time of the year, it's just kind of hard for it to get into from that location into the Western Gulf. It's possible, but it looks like more like Eastern Gulf or the eastern part of the U.S., but I'll keep you posted on that one. All right, brand new pollen count. This just came out this morning. We've got molds at, I think it's moderate, at 510, ragweeds at 70 and light, and pigweeds coming in at 20 and light. Okay, here's our 14-day forecast. I don't see a whole lot changing. I think weather's just going to stay the same. Lows in the upper 60s. High temperatures will be in the low 90s, really into next week. And then as we have, I'm going to put in a 20% chance for the 4th with maybe a weak cold front. It's maybe. And then into the first week of October, just not a whole lot changing. I don't see any chances for rain, really, at least not great chances. And temperatures, morning lows kind of close to where they should be for this time of the year, and high temperatures in the low 90s, something like that. So I guess all in all, that's not too bad, right? Make sure and watch the noon show. I'll be on that. Watch us 4, 5, 6, and 10. I think Ryan's in, and I will be back. Friday is tomorrow, and I will be back. Again, we appreciate you streaming, and for more updates, go to KENS5 Plus or KENS5.com. All right, we'll see you later.